Good evening, everyone. We welcome you to the Carmen Lynch Activity Center and the MIAA Division II statewide volleyball tournament. Tonight's contest is a round of 16 matchup between the visiting 9th-seeded Bulldogs from Canton High School and host 8th-seeded Dartmouth High School Indians. This sportsmanship is one of the primary goals of our interscholastic athletic program. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and that they must abide by the decisions of the
Welcome inside the Carlin Lynch Activity Center here at Dartmouth High School. It is the Sweet 16 for girls volleyball in the Division II state tournament of 2021. Evan Massoud with you live on DCTV for this playoff action. Should be a great game. Both of these two teams coming in. Dartmouth, of course, the home team, and Canton making the trip from the trip down 24 from just south of Boston. They both won in the round of 32. They were seeded in the top 32, the power rankings. Coming in, Canton the 9 seed, Dartmouth the 8 seed. So both teams did not have to play in the prelims. They got one win each under their belt. Canton defeating Westfield 3-2, so a 5-set victory for the Bulldogs. And for the Dartmouth Indians, a sweep of Drake Although Coach Lassie, despite the 3-0 sweep, told me pregame, she says, it wasn't our best volleyball. She says, I'm hoping for a lot more, and we're going to need it tonight against Canton as we're underway. Don't get confused at home. Don't adjust your television set. Both teams are indeed in green. Canton wearing green jerseys with white numbers. They're on the right side of your screen. Dartmouth wearing their home white jerseys with green letters. Right there on your screen is senior Sorrel Lawton, senior captain for the Indians. So Dartmouth starts off ahead with a point and now are on the service game. That's going to be trouble. This is going to get over the antenna. That's a great effort there from Anna Virilli. And it is in. Good for the point. Virilli, a senior captain for the Bulldogs. This is her first year wearing the libero, and assistant coach Michelle Cawley, daughter of head coach Pat Cawley, I spoke with her pregame, and she said she couldn't say enough good things about Virilli this year. Said she's really been the rock, the leader of the team. And that flexibility of the libero, is important if you can make it work. And so she's out there a lot. She comes and goes a lot, but she's been rock solid, as has the setter for the Bulldogs, number 11, Taylor Reynolds, as the Indians have started out 4 straight points here in the first set. Lawton will continue to serve. Strong serve. That might have been going out, but it was played on the back line there by Jess Wright. That serve had a lot of distance on it, kind of a line drive. Third touch, Indians dump it over. The set now from Reynolds. Looking this near side was Sydney Gallery. Great dig, and the Indians keep it alive. Unbelievable dig by Lexi Nicolosi. Big swing. Count it. Take a look at that. Hard fought point. How about that? Not even so much a dig, just to even be able to get a hand on that. She didn't have to dive for it necessarily. That is a tough play from Nicolosi. Third touch dumped over by Virilli. Set from Augusto. Gonna be a tough play, tipped over. Indians blocking in front. Nice job on both ends of that, but the point going to Dartmouth. Infraction called against Fatima Sidibe. And a 6-0 advantage prompts a quick timeout from the Bulldogs and company. An electrifying start here on their home court for the Indians, who really have had a tremendous season. Actually, both sides have had a tremendous regular season. Dartmouth at 15-3 coming in, and Canton at 14-6. And part of the seeding, right, I'm sure it's been touched on. This isn't the first playoff game for coverage here, but, part of the power rankings is, strength of schedule as well, right? So you get teams that can qualify based on that, but still have an under 500 record if they're playing up in the regular season. And that's exactly what Dartmouth did. Coach Lassie told me, they had started the season perfect, and then they ran into a couple tough teams, Old Rochester, Barnstable, of course. And but with that said, those are higher level teams than the Indians, so it still helped them. Even losing didn't hurt them in that respect. What it did do is it prepped them for the tournament. I've said this so many times, the Durfees, New Bedfords, and Brocktons of the world, that one skips over. They have only down to go, right? They can't go up. They're already D1. They have nowhere else to go but down. You have teams here like Dartmouth who can play up. You get to that next level during the regular season where it may or may not hurt you. It's the time to try stuff. That is in as well, right on the line. I think it's a great situation, for the Indians to be able to play up. And then they're prepped for these tournament games where they're back under, I guess you could say, more of an even keel, right? Because you're in your division when it comes to the tournament. Nice dig, far side in front of the bench. to Leah DeGraw. Big time hit. Whistle sounds. 9-0. The infraction was against the Bulldogs. Doesn't matter. I think it was a net violation they were called against Sidibe, but again, regardless, the point would have counted even without the foul. That is just in as well. Oh no, that was deflected. I thought so. Coach Lassie wants to get some clarification there. It hit off of one of the Bulldogs that were standing, I believe, inbounds on that back line. Oh, our main official on the ladder saying no. So it's the first point for the Bulldogs. It stops the bleeding after 9 straight for the Indians. Talk about sending a message early. Good dig. It's coming straight back. Quick tip over. Nice job by DeGraw down to her knee. Now a big swing. That's going to sail as Wright put a lot on it. And the Bulldogs, some of you fans here in Dartmouth probably don't know this, but the Bulldogs were state champs just 2 years ago. No tournament last school year with COVID and the abbreviated seasons. And with that said, there are no returning players from that state championship team on this roster. So not a lot of experience in terms of playoff games for this Bulldogs squad. That's a nice dig going straight up. Scabelli having to go down for it. It's a good rally. It's going to be a tough play off the top of the net, and that's not going to do the job. Bulldogs get the point. So I guess you could say, for the Bulldogs, a little bit of a rebuild in a sense, given that you're just 2 years removed from that championship and nobody on it. With that said, the 5-set victory in the round of 32 against Westfield, coach actually thought was beneficial because it gave some more court time, right? It wasn't just a quick 3-0 win. It was a long match. Lots of time, lots of points played, right? So with that said, kind of helped the team get into a rhythm, understand the tone of a playoff game, the speed and the opponents of a playoff game. It's different than the regular season, as it should be. It's the tournament. I think a double touch is coming here. Oh no, a net violation. For the Indians, Coach Lassie, she knows too. She said the same thing. Her team does not have a lot of tournament experience either. So both teams, when it comes to pressure games like this, where it's win or go home, sudden death, there is not a lot of experience playing in these types of games. And for Coach Lassie and the Indians, she said that despite the sweep, as I touched on right at the beginning of the broadcast, despite sweeping Drake, it was not their best game. She wanted them to come out fired up right out of the chute, and they have. Can they sustain it is the question, of course. But I'm sure Coach Lassie is liking what she's seeing here through the first 17 points. Her team up 13-4. Big swing, blocked in front. Whistle sounded. I was going to say, I think that hit the net. The point goes to the Bulldogs. That wasn't blocked. That was a net. That was eaten up by the net. 13-5. Hit the top seam there of the net. Short serve, errant serve there from Wright. Didn't get a good swing on it. And that gives one back to Dartmouth. We'll see Gabby Velasquez, a sophomore, back to serve right in front of Our floor cam. That is going to sail out. Nice dig there. Third touch coming. Indians will have to send it over. Reynolds setting backwards, and that skips through the back line. DeGraw with the kill. Off the defense. All too strong. That's what you want. If you're an outside hitter, you get that set in just the right spot. You go full bore as hard as you can right off those hands, and you hope it deflects out of bounds, especially when you have two defenders like that. Shows you the power there. That's going to fall in. 16-7. Little miscommunication there in front. Again, always a tough play right at the net as well. There's no room for error. But I will say, during this first half here, we're seeing a lot of good communication from both sides, a lot of talking going on. There's not a lot of space on either side that's of the courts that are not covered and accounted for. We're not finding these open gaps where teams are kind of, exploiting weaknesses right on the corner. I mean, even that, though, that is such a well-placed hit there. Wright was about an inch away from actually making a play on it. Another timeout called by the Bulldogs, but I like the communication. The Indians are just putting the ball in good spots. But I am impressed by the communication. This is a game of communication because you're all looking up at the ceiling. You got to know where each other is, or where each other are. So, it's important. You got to talk. You got to talk. It's the same as in baseball, right? When you get a pop-up or something on the infield and everybody's looking at the sky, someone's got to call it. Otherwise, it's going to fall or you're going to collide. Kind of the same deal. Indians fans here, the student cheering section, dressed for summer. Felt pretty nice today, actually. It wasn't too cool, but these kids are seeing palm trees for sure. No, it's great. School spirit at its finest, of course. A lot of schools, particularly for playoffs, they'll kind of have a theme for the student cheering section, and it makes their presence known even more because they're all dressed differently than everybody else. We've seen like a sleepover theme before. We see this kind of like, looks like summer vacation type thing, like a Hawaiian vacation. I'm seeing some lays around the necks of some of the kids as well. For October, we see usually a pink out night for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Get to see a lot of different stuff. Kids I'll tell you, some of these kids get very creative, these student cheering sections. It's pretty cool. That is in. Talia DeGraw with a big-time kill. That time the Indians did have the back line exposed. I mean, we're talking far back corner, but it's a good 6 feet to the nearest player. Out of the timeout, using 2 timeouts here in this first set. That's exactly what you want if you're Coach Cawley, is to come out with a point. Unfortunately, it's back to a 10-point lead for Dartmouth after that one was not returnable. And now Sorrel Lawton, who started the service game for Dartmouth when it was 1-0, rattled off 8 straight points while she was back there. That's going to go out of bounds. I was just going to say, she's the last person the Bulldogs want back there, but that one sailed on her, and so Canton getting it back. Sydney Gallery lets it fly. That's going long too. Out of play. 19-9. And Brooke Davis heads back. Falling fast off the hands of Wright. Third touch already, and it's going to be sent over. A chance for Augusto to set it. Kind of a low set, blocked in front off the arms of Velasquez. Bulldogs tried to block it. It didn't come back. It went straight down on their side of the court, and the Indians up to 20 points already. That will skip. Oh, how about the dig from Wright? Gets back up and sends it back to the Indians. And that goes into the net. Wright just saved the Bulldogs a point right there. She had already prepped to receive it at, full sprint, or full speed, I should say, on the serve, and then it got held up, so she checked up, and it almost got her out of play. That's not coming back. Scabelli can do nothing with that. She headed towards the screen. Augusto back to serve now, so the Indians setter will be on the back line to start off the point. Now she'll make her way as forward as she can from that back line, and I'll have to set from behind. Big swing. Oh, that's off the scaffolding, and it pinballs around like a Plinko chip. Mike Fernandez with the assist there on the ball coming in at him on the tripod. Protect the camera, right? Got to protect that camera. Thumbs up from Mike. That one goes into the net. 22-11. That's going to trip over. Oh, digging it out. Davis. Soft touch, another good dig for the Indians. Davis once again. So both sides of that back line. It's going to be a tough play. Not happening. Davis with two tremendous digs. This one here, almost pancaking it, gets up, goes to the far side, and it's going to come back at her again right here. And she has to react quickly. That one not maybe as difficult because she didn't have to literally dive to the court, but she was still falling forward. That's going to sail. Set point for Dartmouth here in the first. 24-11. Tough play, flying in is Augusto to keep it going. That's gonna come right back, and it's gonna fall in. Wow. The reaction times are just insane. Jess Wright, sophomore. Quick substitution, had to wait on it. Now we'll send it away. No spin on it. Velasquez, that is out of play. 24-13, set point once again. Augusta will set. That'll do it. Set one in the books, 25-13. The Indians lead at 1-0 here in the Sweet 16. Very impressive first set. Canton got stronger as it went on, but I mean, when you start out with a 9-0 lead, hard to come back from that. So we'll reset here, 2.5 minutes in between the sets here as both sides switch sides, something they did not do last year. Everybody stayed on their own end, but here switching it up so everybody gets resettled. Tonight is Tuesday the 9th. On Thursday, Veterans Day, Indians will have football at home. Yes, Thursday night football. No, we're not the NFL. They'll be hosting Plymouth North at 7 o'clock. Of course, we'll have that for you live here on DCTV. And don't forget, Thanksgiving Day football is at home this year as well. A 10 a.m. kickoff against rivals Fairhaven. So really, you know, everything here in terms of what we saw in that first set, a lot of the players that were talked about in the open really kind of living up to the billing. Very impressed with Davis's defense for the Indians. I mean, she had some great saves, some great digs there. Augusto setting, but she also had some good plays as well. Lawton, though. Lawton set the tone with the service game. Like I said, you know, the Bulldogs started with possession. They served it. Indians got the point from that, and then Lawton went on to get 8 straight points after that. So it was a 9-0 run to start the first set, and that is, you know, that's such a tone setter. When you're playing and you know you got to win a certain number of sets, you come out at your home court, 9-0 lead, and you take a 1-0 advantage in a best-of-5. I don't think Coach Lassie could have asked for much more from her team to start this match. We'll see if the Bulldogs can answer. Buzzer sounds, the Bulldogs using every last bit. They waited for the whistle, actually, the whistle warning from the officials. Indians will start with possession here in set number 2, and it is Lawton who will get us started. That one trips over. Nobody touched it. Hit the floor first. And the Indians start off with points, and ace for Lawton. Nice job, great touch there. Ava Crane kind of glanced over before hitting it, like she knew where she wanted to put it. She knew where it was open on the floor. Didn't need the full swing. Sometimes less is more. In that case, Lawton hits the net, not strong enough. And it's 2-1. Bulldogs. Talia DeGraw will serve. Number 14 there on your screen. Oh, big time swing, and it goes out of play. Crane with a vicious spike. So much so that it went to the far corner off of right, and it went over our official 3 feet off the ground on the ladder. Blocked in front. Back to the Bulldogs. Third touch now. Augusta will have to take the swing. Couldn't set it because she played the ball when it first came over. She was in front on defense. Now she can do the set. And back to Crane off the antenna. And that is not inbounds. I think it actually came on the near side, the out of bounds side of the antenna there. So 3-2, Gallery on the serve. Tangled up there was Katie Dever. Again, kind of a soft touch. So Crane kind of letting them see both sides of the spectrum as a frontline hitter. A middle hitter in this case, as she was in front, not on the side. The rotation moving her to the center of the net. That's not coming back. Trouble. 5-2. Tough play there for Reynolds to set it. Kind of got tangled up with her teammate there, Katie Dever. It's kind of in her way. That's going to go out. Dever coming out, back in is Sidibe, who had a considerable amount of time on the court in the first set. Augusto back to serve. 5-point lead for the Indians here in set 2. Their largest advantage of this second set in the early goings. Augusto back to set. Coming across the net there with the hit was Wheaton. Coming to Crane. Big hit, slapped off the front line. Setting now Reynolds for right. Big time hit on the far side. And the Bulldogs get the point. Borelli will serve. Had Lawton leaning, but couldn't get to it. There's a considerable amount of space there on that corner. Tipped over, tough play, gonna fall in. Wheaton off the fingertips. And now Crane will serve. And you didn't see a lot of that in the first set. A lot of the kind of soft touches. The Indians starting to mix it up now. And it can really give the defense fits in front. You don't know exactly what to expect. You're lining up for a big hit to absorb a major swing, and then it's like, oop, you know what? Let's just tap it over and see what happens. So you're gearing up for it, and then it's not there. And then you get all disheveled and out of sync. Almost again right there. That was Velasquez that time. Quick to get up there is Scabelli after she got knocked down, absorbing the swing from Lawton. Velasquez again. Blocked, coming back. Nice defense in front. Jess Wright was there for the Bulldogs, who have now closed within 3 points of tying. And Reynolds will serve again. Skimming the net, you know, right there, you know, if she picked up on it, Lawton was going to go up for it. We'll see it again here. She was going to go up for it. I don't think she didn't have a good look. It was taking her back out of bounds, and then she saw the antenna and I think was concerned about it, and it rode the top of the net. So that was very lucky for her. That's going to sail on right. 10-5, and it's a 5-point lead again. And Velasquez will continue to serve. Third touch, dumped back over, played by Varelli. Set back to DeGraw, straight up. Davis sending it right, far side, outside hitter. Falling fast, good dig, but not enough. Scabelli did everything she could there. Velasquez will keep serving. Man, we've seen some good rallies here. Some hard-fought points, let me tell you. Fast pace of play as well. 11-6. Little taunting from the Indians' student cheering section. Trying to throw right off her game. It was a good serve, unfazed obviously. Falling fast, oh, good reaction from Amaya Christian. And it's still in play. Can the Indians dump it back? Yes, they do. Lawton. Wow. And Lawton's gonna get the point after all of that. That's just ridiculous. That's fantastic. I mean, we saw great digs on both sides here. But this play right here, and it wasn't, actually it was Velasquez really who started it, but Lawton to have to dump it over, it almost didn't get there. My, oh my. Great defense on both sides. That's an ace. 13-6. And a timeout called by the Bulldogs. They've used 3 in the match. A 7-point lead for Dartmouth, their largest of this second set. Back out of the timeout. Oh, quick flip over there by Reynolds, trying to catch the Indians' defense napping. Oh, wow. That's just unfair. You start getting these 40-degree angles, it's gonna be a long night for the Bulldogs. Well, in this case, 14-6. Talking points-wise, the Indians halfway to victory for the match for total points needed. Could be a short night for the Bulldogs if this keeps up. Double touch, yep. Christian put it up because the setter was not there. And she gets called with a double touch. Wheaton on the serve. Quick flip over, and that'll help. As the Bulldogs will get it right back, and Christian will serve. Davis, big hit in front, whistle sounds. Violation in front for the defense. It's called against DeGraw, and it's the 16th point for Dartmouth. Reynolds. Big hit, that's in. Gallery finds that back line. That was a good set from Reynolds, good timing for Gallery, and she split the defenders. And now DeGraw will serve. Oh, misfire. Didn't look like she lofted the ball high enough. By the time she went to swing, it was almost at eye level. That's too low. Reynolds flips it over again. Dartmouth ready for it that time. And into the net, Velasquez. Not enough elevation on that one either. Flipped over. Pancake, but nothing doing. Great effort from DeGraw. You saw it landed right on top of her hand, but nobody there to back her up. Latter part of set number 2. If you're just joining us, Dartmouth on the serve. They're in their home white jerseys. Canton in their road green jerseys. Similar colors here at the gym. Indians and Bulldogs in the Sweet 16. Tough play in front. Great defense to not hit the net. Wheaton, tremendous job. This is going to be a tough play. Kept in. Third touch will be dumped over. Whistle. And I think a double touch is coming here. Yes, against Augusto. First time she's been called on that in the match. And Verrilli will go back to serve. Her team down 8. Floater, no spin on it, and that kind of ate up Lawton. I know I've said it before, but it's the truth. You know, when you get no spin on the ball, it's like a knuckleball from baseball. It really dances, and it can dart left, right, it can dive. I mean, we can see vertical movement, that's going out. We can see vertical movement and how quickly it drops off the table from our angle, but you know, when you're watching the serve off the hand of the server and you're a player on the court and it's coming at you, the ball will really dance. It can be very difficult when you have no spin on it. It's harder to predict what it's going to do because sometimes it'll keep floating, sometimes it just drops, sometimes it'll dart left or right. Big time swing again in front. Right, trying to get one back, played by Crane. Oh, baby. Lawton once again. Splitting the defense, finding the open court with a ton of power and downward motion. Lawton, bottom of your screen, number 3. Big time hit, right on the line. Nothing the Bulldogs could do. Another timeout on the court, 20-11. I have to say, one of the things that I appreciate a lot in the tournament is having the third official. In the back line, right? How many times do we see plays where could have gone either way? The calls on those back lines. But here in the tournament, I shouldn't say 3 officials. we have 4 officials. We have 2 at the net on either side, and then you have the 2 line judges. So there's actually 4. So you're doubling on really the smallest playing surface that you're going to have all season long, smaller than the basketball court. Meanwhile, you get to the tournament, and soccer finally gets a 3rd official out on the field, which is the largest playing surface you're going to see. Honestly, I don't know if it's a matter of not having enough officials, but soccer really needs to have 3 officials for regular season play, or at the very least for conference games. But having the line judges makes such a difference, because that's all they're focused on are the lines. Having that extra set of eyes, very important. Back at it here, Indians 5 points away from going up. Make it 4 points away, a 10-point lead here in the second set. Their largest advantage here in set 2, 21-11. Oh, that falls in. Wow, Bulldogs kind of gave up on that one. 3 of them there, nobody wanted to make a play. Reynolds back for the Bulldogs to serve. Great serve, not coming back either. Kind of a flat trajectory there. I mean, it may have sailed long, but it's one of those that, when it's coming in almost at eye level and you're a backline defender, you got to play those. It was the right move by Velasquez, but kind of ate her up. Falling fast, nice dig by Crane. Flipped over. Nothing doing. Velasquez to serve. Nice play there by Lawton. Almost didn't get it over, got lucky. Big swing coming, set point for the Indians. That was Wheaton with the kill. Indians up 2-0. They took the first set, 25-13. They take the second set by the same score, and they hold a stranglehold here in the Sweet 16 playoff game against the Canton Bulldogs. 2-0, the Indians lead it in this best of 5. Third set coming up in about 2.5 minutes, and we'll be back with that here on DCTV. Stay with us. Back here at Dartmouth High School, the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. You see Coach Rachel Lassie on your screen. Lady Indians on the court with over a minute left in this timeout between sets, the reset, if you will. Not wasting any time. They are rolling here in the Sweet 16 round. This is game 50. You know, when you look at the bracket, the MIAA labels each playoff game with a number. The top of the bracket, in this quadrant that Dartmouth is in, the other matchup is Westboro against Nashoba. And that one is to take place tomorrow. So if Dartmouth holds on and wins, they will advance into the round of 8, and they'll be playing either Westboro or Nashoba. We won't know that until tomorrow. Their game is tomorrow at 6. Then the question is, which is not stated here, is will they play Thursday or will they play Friday? There is a game scheduled for Veterans Day on the bottom half of the bracket out in Billerica. However, the nearest game to that is happening tonight. So I have to think they're giving teams a day of rest, especially if there's travel involved. So I would imagine, if I had to guess, I would say that the next game in the round of 8, if Dartmouth holds on and wins this match, that they would probably play Friday, which would give Westboro or Nashoba a day of rest after playing tomorrow, which is Wednesday. First lead of the night for the Bulldogs. They've come out with a 2-0 advantage here in the third set. Big hit. And Lawton excited about it. And now she'll go back to serve. So for the first time tonight, the Indians will serve and are trailing in this match. Based on how it's gone so far, I have a feeling the deficit is going to be short-lived. Pancaked, nothing she can do, 3-1. Big hit there from Gallery. Heads back to serve. Crane, far side. And Dartmouth will serve now. Nobody's got a ball down this end. Oh, there we go. Took a minute. That is out of bounds. 3-3. The Westboro game tomorrow between Westboro and Nashoba. Westboro is the number 1 seed in this bracket. Nashoba is 16. They beat North Attleboro 3-1. Westboro beat Longmeadow 3-0. Longmeadow had to play Grafton to get in. So they had a prelim before Westboro. Canton beat Westfield 3-2 in their first game, which was the round of 32. That one on the line. The point goes to the Bulldogs. And Dartmouth beat Drake in their first game 3-0. That's where we're at here in the round of 16, the Sweet 16. Falling fast, good dig from Davis. Third touch, Wright will send it over, but kind of worked as a set, even though it wasn't really a true set. Big hit, and knocking the defense back. Reynolds and Christian, I think, felt the effects of that. Knocked them off their feet. My goodness, Augusta will serve. Flipped over, that's trouble, 5-5. Well, the Bulldogs have found a little bit of a rhythm here, I guess you could say, even though we're kind of trading possessions. 5-5 Through 10 points, this is as close as it's been. Off the defense, comes right back at Crane. Quick reaction. That one splits the defender's hands in front. Now Wright will take the swing. Augusto plays it. And it's coming to Wheaton. Nice dig. Oh, and it's trouble. Varelli saved it, and Wright couldn't handle it. And Crane will now go back to serve. Crane, one of 4 captains, the only junior captain, so she'll be back next year. That's going to go out of play. (7:27 p.m. here at Dartmouth High School. This match almost an hour long. Augusto setting, and into the net it goes for Lawton. Third lead change here. Velasquez. Soft fingers there, soft hands. It didn't really kind of flick off her hands. That was, you got to be careful with those. That was close to kind of a lift there, a carry, as they say. Good serve. Lots of downward action on the serve. Big time swing and not returnable. And it's 8-7. That was DeGraw with the point. We trade possessions back and forth. Now Christian on the serve. Off the defense, off the netting, excuse me. We have an optical illusion here. 9-7. Nice save by Gallery. Out of play, 10-7. As sharp as Dartmouth looked in those first 2 sets, right now they look a little out of sorts. Oh, what a save! But it's not going to make it over. Right here, punching at it and then falling, losing her balance. Reynolds did everything she could. Dartmouth will get it back, and Wheaton will look to string some points together. That's short. That's not going to do it. DeGraw back to serve. Lawton now back to serve after getting the point. Good diving effort from Varelli. Third touch, dumped over. Quick set, blocked in front. Gallery, whistle sounds. Double touch called against the Indians. And Gallery will now serve. Crane unloads. Deep into the corner it goes. Oh, backing her up. Bulldogs get away with one there. No, I was going to say 4 touches. It kind of pinballed a little bit, if you will, you know, bumper almost off of 3 players. Varelli relaying messages from Coach Colley. And they will accept the call. Davis will serve. Wright coming in. Oh, nobody there. Nicolosi couldn't handle it. This was the serve here. So 1, 2, 3, and now the 4th touch right there. So that was 4 touches. Indians still couldn't do anything with it necessarily. Neither side has put together a string of points. It's been back and forth here. Out of play. Great effort from Reynolds. Augusto with the good serve. And we're tied at 13. Coach Lassie with a fist pump as we draw even here at the halfway mark in terms of points. Indians up 2 sets to none. Oh, how about that from Crane? Indians back in front. Almost got tangled up, and then Crane sends it off of Reynolds. Augusto once again to serve. Crane again, that one goes straight up, it avoids the stanchion. It's gonna be a tough play, and 3rd touch sent over by DeGraw. And the kill from Velasquez. First Crane, straight up. And then Velasquez comes in right here. Timeout called. The Indians up 2 points here in the 3rd, 15-13. And it's been so close, so back and forth that 2 points is now the largest margin of a lead, I guess you could say, their advantage. They haven't led for most of it. It's been tied back and forth, and the Bulldogs have held the lead for longer in this 3rd set, but the Indians on a little run here to give themselves a lead. They are within 10 points of a sweep here in the round of 16. Kind of a misfire there from Wheaton. I don't think she was expecting that. Augusto served it backwards. She had Velasquez and Crane in front of her, but she served it backwards. And that breaks up the kind of mini run. That's gonna trip over. Good dig from Davis, 3rd touch. Velasquez sends it over with authority. Now Wright will get the set and send it. Augusto to Crane, far side. Not a set really, just having to dump it over. And now Augusta will get to set, going to Crane, off the front line. Christian with the big hit. Crane again. Nice dig. Gonna be a tough play in front of the net. And we're tied at 15. That was a great rally. Reynolds will serve. Velasquez blocked in front. Oh, kept in by Davis. Official stopping the point. And it was a fourth touch, they're saying. I think it was a similar situation to what we just saw against the Bulldogs. So 16-15. Certainly a great effort. Third touch. Oh, and not a good one from Crane. 17-15. That's out. Crane back to serve for Dartmouth. Did not have a good serve last time. This time much better. Good downward motion, lots of power. And good placement from Ferrelli. The Bulldogs get it right back. Wright will serve. Her team up 2, facing elimination here in the third. Short serve. Big hit in front, nice dig as it came right back. The defensive front line for the Bulldogs has been very impressive here in the third. And Coach Lassie calls timeout. Bulldogs up 3. 19-16 here in the third. That last point here off the serve. It was a good dig to get it started, but no set, and then it comes back. Again, that front line really matching up well here in the third set, and then the big kill. Not returnable. Not the strongest of swings from Gallery, but it was enough to get the job done. Both teams back to the court at the same time. Wright will serve. Back at it. Augusto cannot set it. Has to loft it instead. Big swing, that is out. Well, that's what the Indians wanted. They wanted to get the ball back. And Velasquez will serve. Need to string a few together here. Reynolds, Verrilli. Augusta will set. Blocked, nice reaction in front. That time a little more powerful from Lawton. Davis, they set it backwards to her. Reynolds now outside here, big hit. Nice save in the back from Crane. And on the third touch, Wheaton can't get it over. 20-17. Christian lets it fly. High arcing serve. Lawton gets one back. one of her better swings here in this third set. Lawton again. Oh, the Bulldogs can't return it. What an effort, tracked it the whole way it did hit the stanchion, and Varelli did everything she could. It kind of redirected, and Gallery couldn't do anything with it. Indians cannot tie it up. It's a 2-point advantage again for the Bulldogs. I'll tell you, on the serve, first player to touch that, didn't look like it was, looked like a double touch, kind of almost sounded like it. The Bulldogs not called on it. Falls in, the front line denies the Indians the point. Davis put the swing on it. Davis gets it to go. Actually hit the net, but it skipped over. Lawton, who started this match with 8 straight points on her service game, will serve now. She will serve now. We're just going to wipe the court here. A little bit of perspiration. Don't need any players slipping. (22-20), the Bulldogs lead this third set, facing elimination. Lawton and her Indians down by 2. She will serve. That's a really good serve on the line. And even better placement once again. Gallery. This third set, she has owned this outside spot, and it is a timeout for the Indians. Bulldogs look like a completely different team here in this third set. Don't know what Coach Cawley said to them after the second, but man, they have turned it around and are 2 points from sending this to a fourth. Gallery will serve. Crane, that is out. Indians want the call, but that was out, clearly out. Set point for the Bulldogs. Trying to send it to a fourth. The Indians get the point. Violation in front. And they will serve. Davis will serve. Reynolds setting for Sidibe. And that is out of play. The Indians have dropped the third. They were in position to sweep after dominating the first 2 sets. And the Bulldogs stay alive. We will play 4 here at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. Canton, Dartmouth. The Bulldogs not going quietly here on the Indians' home court. Dartmouth up 2 sets to 1. About 30 seconds left here in this mid-set reset. Say that 10 times fast. Indians on the court staying loose, much like before the 3rd set. They took the first set 25-13, took the second 25-13, but just dropped the third 25-21. Bulldogs with an upset, I would say, when you consider how dominating the Indians were in sets 1 and 2. Bit of a surprise to see the Bulldogs play that well, and the Indians to kind of take a step back a little bit. They did not look as sharp in that 3rd set as they did in the first 2, and I'm sure some adjustments will have been made here as we get ready to start the 4th, and it will be Lawton who will serve first. Indians with possession to start it off. That's in for an ace. All right, little superstitious, right? I'm not super, Michael Scott would say, I'm not superstitious, I'm a little stitious. If we're, an Office reference if you folks not getting it at home. Indians started out ahead in the first and the second. They did not start with the lead in the 3rd. They won the first and second, they lost the 3rd. So they started with the lead in this 4th set. For me, that's a good omen. Let's see if it pays off. Gallery. It was a good serve. Reynolds with the set to Sidibe. Big time swing, falling fast. A great dig from Gallery, keeps it alive. Good dig on the other end for the Indians and their libero, Nicolosi. Right, outside hit, good dig. Going to Davis. Indians get the point. Big hit. Indians will get the point. That's what you got to do. This front line, again, the Bulldogs have really buttoned up the net big time. The front line's been almost impenetrable since the start of the third. And a lot of it has been Reynolds up front. She's been a big part of it defensively. Right down to the court, 3-2. And if they're gonna be there, you gotta have a little extra power on it, send it, have it end up going out of play once it's hit the defenders. That's the thing, it's gotta go off of the defenders, not off of the hitting team to get the point. So Crane had put a big hit on it that time. That's coming right back. Gives Augusto a chance to set. Flipped over, it ends up being played by DeGraw. Tied up. Bulldogs lead. I thought that hit the net. Oh, I really thought that hit the net. There were defenders there too. Let's see. Kind of a combination. There definitely were fingertips there over the net, but I'm not sold that it was actually off. That sprung, you know, when it's the net, there's kind of a spring action to the ball where how it comes back. I'm not so sure that was off the defenders. I think Dartmouth had got away with one there. Needless to say, Bulldogs back ahead after a bad serve from the Indians. That one skips off the net, redirected. A great dig on the back line from Davis, and the Indians will get the point. She saved one there. There was some spin on that serve. That's a great dig. And then on the far side, playing the line, not returned by Varelli. Crane back to serve now for Dartmouth. Going to be a tough play. No, it comes over a little more room than I thought. Falling fast. Lawton gets the point, puts Dartmouth back ahead. One of the things that Dartmouth lacked in that third set was the ability to string together a lot of points. They did it in the first and in the second. And see right here, they got two and now they give it back, tied 6-6. This was something that we saw in the third set. And it's not necessarily that Dartmouth is doing things wrong. It's also that the Bulldogs have made adjustments. So credit to them as well. You know, it's not just a one-sided thing here. But I do think that if the Indians are to win this match and advance, they do need to find a way to string together a few points and give themselves a bit of a lead here to get a little more comfortable. But as I just say that, now 2 straight points for Canton. They're back ahead, 7-6. Indians looked very different though when they were leading. They had more confidence, it seemed. They seemed like they were playing less anxious, I guess you could say, right? Big hit, deflected. The Bulldogs get the point. Oh, wow. Wright and Reynolds saving that one. Blocked, comes right back. Back line, it's in! Amazing save Oh, they tried to do it again. Almost the same situation. Bulldogs not able to that time. And Velasquez will serve for Dartmouth. Out of play, not returnable. Straight up off the stanchion, it gets a kick. Came back a little too quick. 9-9. 3 straight now for Dartmouth, and they have tied it back up. Violation call on the far side there against the Bulldogs. Dartmouth gets the lead. The official on the ladder does not want to hear it from the Bulldogs. That is going to sail. 10-10. Short serve. Good serve from DeGraw. Augusta will set. Coming in hot was Lawton. A vicious spike on the front line as Sidibe could not do anything with that. And now Lawton will serve. Into the net. Oh, scoreboard just went out here at the gym. 13-11 is the score, but we have an official timeout here on the court. We just lost the scoreboards. Somebody kick a wire. Who didn't tack down the wires? That's a mad scramble. Hey, there it is. We're back. 13-11 is the score. It should be the score. They will adjust it. But it was 12-11 before Dartmouth got that point, before the Bulldogs and DeGraw sent it into the net. So it should be 13-11, and it is. Thumbs up from the scorer's table. Well done, everybody. Well done. That cost a mere 30 seconds. That was nothing. The gallery sends it over. Augusto to Crane. Woo-hoo! That's back-to-back kills for the Indians, where it was one-on-one at the net. The Bulldogs didn't have 2 players in front, and that helps. I mean, when you don't have 2 sets of bodies there, 2 sets of hands to block, Bulldogs get it back. Nice job there from Gallery. Again, working that outside. Oh, Bad swing from Davis. Puts it back to a 1-point lead. Tie game. Tumbling down was Velasquez. Couldn't do anything with it. Perfect placement by Varelli. Crane, thank you very much. Right down to the court. No one even touched it. Gonna come right at you. Not coming back. 16-14. Davis back to serve again. If the Indians can keep it, with this kind of 2 or 3 point game, not get down by more than a point as we hit the late stages of set 4 here. That's a good place to be, and that'll put them in a good position. That is out. Just out. (16-15). Tie game. Perfect spot. Dartmouth ahead. In the Indians' wins this season, there's 16 total wins if you include the playoff win. They've won 48 sets and lost 2. That's a ridiculous statistic. Shows you how dominant they've been in their victories. Falling in. 18-6. 18-16, excuse me. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. Down 2. I think for Dartmouth here is, string together 2 more points here. Make it a 4-point, 5-point lead. You have a little bit of room for error. You don't want this to go to 5. And, when you have a team like Canton that was down 2-0, they got nothing to lose. At this point, they got nothing to lose. So they're playing as hard as they possibly can, and their backs are against the wall. So it's up to Dartmouth to, to close it out. You start giving a team like Canton some momentum. If they win that 3rd set, right? They're louder. Sounds like they're louder at least on their bench. Volleyball is a streaky game. Momentum is key. Augusto will serve. Into the net it goes. Reynolds could not set it up properly, had to loft it. And Scabelli sends it into the net. Davis saves it there. That was gonna be in. Now a set for Christian, who sends it over, not very strongly, might I add, but it did the job. And it's 19-17. Reynolds back to serve. She's had a nice night with the service game. But a bad time for that errant serve into the net. It goes, and it gives the Indians possession. Crane will serve up 3. Velasquez, soft hand, sends it over. Reynolds to right, third touch, punches it over. Now Augusto sets again. This time it's for Lawton. Reynolds to DeGraw with the set. Into the net. Oh, wow, it comes back. Bulldogs keep it alive. Lawton with the finish. Off the net. Wow, that's crazy. Timeout on the court. We can finish the replay, but then Lawton finishes it. 21-17. Coach Cawley burning another timeout. Her team down 4, facing elimination. Dartmouth, 4 points to go, and they will move on and face either, if they can close it out, would face either Westboro or Nashoba. They'll play tomorrow, Westboro and Nashoba. They'll play tomorrow. The winner of this one will face the winner of that one in the round of 8. Date and time and location to be determined. Good crowd here at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. Crane gets the whistle. Good to go. Serve on its way. It's going to be a tough play. Nice ranging play by DeGraw, and it's going to go out of play. 22-17. Wow, I was just going to say it's going to be a tough play for the Bulldogs, and able to make the play. They sent it over to Dartmouth, and the Indians couldn't handle it. There was nobody there. So Wright will serve. Lawton sends it over, and it's a point for the Indians. 2 points away. Velasquez will serve. Reynolds to DeGraw. Big hit, blocked in front. Good reaction on the far side from Gallery, who will send it over now on the third touch. Indians have to set it. Davis got the set from Wheaton. Now Wheaton gets the set from Davis. Back set to DeGraw off the front line. Lawton sends it over, third touch. Tough play at the Dartmouth bench, and it doesn't come back. What a great rally that time. Christian will serve. 23-19. Into the net. Match point for the Indians. And it will be Wheaton who will serve. Indians hold the fate in their hands. They control their destiny. Reynolds to Gallery. Big swing, straight up. Augusto to Lawton. Into the net. Comes over. Out of play. Dartmouth is moving on to the round of 8. They take it in 4. First set, 25-13. Second set, 25-13. They lost the third, 25-21. They win it in four, 25-19, a 3-1 match for the Indians. Impressive. Bit of a hiccup in that third set, not gonna lie. And I'm sure Coach Lassie will be looking back at the tape for that as the student cheering section comes down to greet the winners, their home team, Indians. And I'm sure the third set will be something to look at in terms of tape, you know, as you move on to the next round. The first and second set, very impressive. The Indians had all the momentum and were very dominant. But the third set was troublesome for the Indians, and you know, they let the Bulldogs get into it. And the Bulldogs felt they had some momentum. In the fourth set, a little different. Dartmouth really found their stride late in it. But I will say, in terms of the superstition of it all, I said Dartmouth took the first points in both the first and second sets. They fell behind, didn't get the first points in the third. They lost that third set, but they got the first points in the fourth. And look at that, they came out on top. Fun one tonight from the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. Another playoff victory for the Dartmouth Lady Indians. They defeat the Canton Lady Bulldogs 3-1, and they are moving on to the round of 8. They'll play either Westboro or Neshoba in the next round. For our great crew behind the scenes here at DCTV, we've been thrilled to bring you more MIAA state tournament coverage here on local cable. I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from Dartmouth High School. Enjoy a good night.